I've honestly lost track of the plot at this point. Apparently the Simpsons are coming, meaning this season was coming to a close, and it was time to hop on my alt and unlock the final Battle Pass outfit, the White Ranger, in one day, now with new kicks. If you're new here, I've been doing this challenge since chapter 3, so make sure to check out the rest of the series, especially whichever seasons are your favorites. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss any in the future. These videos are inspired by Luke the Notable, and with that, let's begin. I started out using code Zeywerks to purchase Fortnite Crew for the day, giving me access to all of the side passes. Both OG Season 5 and the Gorillas Festival Pass already ended, though when I logged on earlier this season to buy the kicks, Fortnite Crew granted me the first outfits from both passes, so at least I have those. Starting out with the side modes, first was Festival. Its insane potential leading into insane mishandling needs to be studied. I played for an hour, completing both sets of available weeklies, mostly thanks to playing What's New Scooby-Doo on repeat, which is only a minute long. After wrapping up there, I went back to the lobby at level 9. Next, I decided to try out a game of Ballistic. Despite its faults, I'm really rooting for this mode to continue to be made into something good. They continue to add needed improvements like item refunding and new handgun types. I used to play Valorant back when it came out, but I don't have it in me to reinstall Riot Vanguard, so this is the closest I'll get. They tried to make it so the game won't start until the lobby's full, but one of my teammates' Nintendo Switch caught fire, and they disconnected as the timer began, starting the game a 4v5. Round 1, I immediately lost hope in my teammates when the player who beelined it for the Rift device did not know how to plant it. Fortunately, being the sole person in the lobby who's played a tactical shooter, and probably also the sole player with headphones, gave me the advantage needed to dominate the lobby, and by the 6th round, the enemy team surrendered, leaving the scoreboard looking like this. I'd love if this mode had weeklies or milestones. It would give even more incentive to play, even with bad teammates. After the game, I returned at level 10. Up next is Reload, which has Fortnitemares Quest to coincide with its new map, and I'll be playing ranked for the free emote for getting 50 eliminations. Game 1 was on Venture. It was a short and unremarkable round. Reload Game 2, I'm on Oasis, going on a bot elimination spree, using them to complete several challenges before winning the game with my team. On the new Nitemare Island for Reload Game 3, it ended up being a duo squad game. Destroying structures completed a quest that earned me the free Fortnitemares outfit. Later on, my teammate and I would end up going down in 4th place at level 17. In Reload Game 4, it's another duo squad game after 2 of my other teammates left in the lobby. This time, things went a little different, and before the reboots even ended, we took out an AFK Miku to win the game. Last for Reload is Game 5. I got caught trying to rotate in the endgame, and unfortunately, Baby Hamster Cute wasn't able to clutch up. I finished up with Reload at level 21 and missing 1 elimination for the emote. Now it's time for OG Season 6. Game 1, I dropped at the castle next to Haunted Hills, and needed to make my way down to open chests. Fortunately for me, the only other player who landed there decided to blow themselves up with a guided missile, leaving a crown for me. I think Fortnite might just have too much in their basket right now, because they should not be fumbling OG as hard as they are. Like, all this content already existed. I'm especially excited for Season 7. I just really hope they don't half-ass it and drop some planes with fuel and all wrong weapon stats. I stopped by a corrupted zone and used the not really OG but actually brand new item, Havoc Stones. I guess they just never got the Shadow Stones to work. I remember every time they tried to bring them into the game, there'd be all sorts of glitches. I flew past Tomato Temple to finish a challenge to visit named locations and kept pretty quiet until the top 10, where I got a nice snipe on a player. Despite how washed my building has become, I'm like an old dog that won't back down, because OG was not built for zero build and I refused to play it like that. Confused and panicking in my builds, I was eliminated for 2nd place. OG Game 2, I needed to visit a haunted house at Fatal Fields, and finished up other quests to use balloons and collect a chiller trap. Later in the game, I needed to hit a player with a quad launcher from 50 meters, eliminate players within 30 meters, and with sniper rifles, before finally being taken out 14th place. I searched a single chest at Snobby Shores in OG Game 3, then drove over to Greasy Grove to search some more. In the end game, I got shot out of the air in 12th place. OG Game 4, I'm back to search more chests at Greasy Grove, where at Greasy again in OG Game 5, I got a couple eliminations and searched the last couple of chests I needed. I even had time to search 10 more chests at Lucky Landing and destroy structures with a pumpkin launcher, before my time in OG ended with me at level 30. Finally, for the side modes is Demon Rush, a K-pop Demon Hunters reskin of Horde Rush. I jumped into the first game and immediately hired a character, emoted next to her, and got to max ammo all before the game started. Once it did, I quickly started on Demon Rush challenges to reach a 50 KO streak. During the game, I also completed distance with the chainsaw, hitting headshots, melee damage, and score multipliers. Finally, once the final fight started, I completed even more combat quests, since the boss counts for all challenges that require a player, quickly getting done damage opponents with a hired specialist, destroying structures, damage demon spawners with junk rifts, damage opponents with legendary weapons, hit opponents while airborne, travel distance after taking damage, restore health within seconds of taking damage, and of course, it's great for the damage opponent's milestone. If I wasn't the only person trying to take out the boss, we might have won. But needless to say, it was a good game regardless challenge-wise, going back to the lobby at a crazy level 47. And now's a good time to say I recorded this early, so there are even more Demon Rush, Fortnitemares, and weekly quests coming out after this that'll make the mode even better for this challenge. Demon Rush Game 2, I was able to drop in and carve a pumpkin for a Fortnitemares challenge. I prioritized using monster parts to upgrade cheaper gray weapons and purchase the cheapest items from vending machines, which helped fill out those quests throughout the course of the game. This time, my entire team put in a good fight against the final Peel, who I used to get in damage with a bug blaster and even more damage milestones. During score attack, I got in damage with a pumpkin launcher on Kato Thorn, but eventually I went down. Finally, Demon Rush Game 3 was for cleanup. I went in solo. All I had to do was select one more perk and raise the difficulty. After letting myself go down, I wrapped up Demon Rush at a crazy level 56. After all that, it's finally time for Game 1 of Battle Royale. I dropped in at OXR HQ and completed a challenge on landing. I took out the nearby players and met with Onyx Winter to discuss the bug dilemma that's now completely over. My first task from her was to defend an outpost, which isn't a thing anymore, so that'll be auto-completed after this game. It's hard to believe this season started with bugs, medallions, and OXR ranks, especially with how long it felt. Before leaving, I got on a grind rail for a quest and used my gold from Reload to purchase items at an OXR armory, then completed a secret quest to destroy bug targets. Flying over Utopia City for an easy challenge, I made my way over to Pumpkin Pass, accepted Ghostface's call, and took out an enemy carrying a crown. Seconds after, eliminating a bot down below earned me 3 different challenges, finishing my stay at Pumpkin Pass with 1 more elimination and completing survive storm circles on my rotate out. Shortly after, I stopped by an OXR outpost and took down a player that left me at 5 health. I discovered you could still interact with the Daft Punk monolith, but resisted the temptation before going over to Gordy Gate, where another elimination got me down to 5 health. I'm really lucky to still be in this one. Rotating to the final zone, I quickly carved another pumpkin and surveyed from a bush, where I locked eyes with Indiana Jones, who kinda just stood there. Clearly panicked, he hopped into a truck and proceeded to drive it into a wall twice. In the final circle, I took a bunkered up spot at the highest random pillar. The zone sent me moving north, but I had already scared everyone to rotate ahead, meaning once I arrived, it was simply cleanup time, earning me a crown victory and almost a million XP, sending me all the way to level 69. Game 2, my story quest sent me to Ranger's Rest. I started off quickly capturing the objective and collecting items, then opening my first couple hive stashes, collecting boons, and searching chests at the location. I took a detour to Viney's Shafts and completed Daphne's Found quest, on my way out using Mothman to complete purchasing services. Later on, I attacked a player who proceeded to pull out the double pumpkin launcher combo on me, but I took them out before they could whip out the woodstake shotgun. Not long after, I was taken out in 9th place. Meeting with Hope in Game 3, I rifted over to the rebuilt Pumped Power and finished looting hive stashes for my Kickstart quest. I completed driving distance in the shipmobile and found another pumpkin, then made my way over to analyze an anomaly and to carve the final pumpkin over at
Freaky Fields,
where I also finished smashing pumpkin chests. This game, the Rift Pod spawned right next to me, and I was able to open it and complete its related Kickstart quest. It also gave me my first and only airstrike at the challenge, which I used to evaporate Fire Cheeks 56. There was nothing left. In the top 10, I stopped by Utopia City to use a stock box and to destroy objects. I'd end up going down 2nd place, but returning to the lobby just shy of level 83. Game 4, I switched over to Respawn Rumble, and it's really like seeing a good friend go down a dark path. This is not what Team Rumble used to be. They already didn't care about Team Rumble, but they care even less about this new version. They forgot to even start you out with weapons, and after a 2-minute queue, the game lasted 4 minutes, first to 40 eliminations, and I got out at level 85. After this, I switched over to a Creative Tycoon. I didn't want to spend too much time here since it's way too easy to just AFK and let it build up, but after recording last season's video, I only then discovered that Creative has its own weeklies, so after just shy of 30 minutes, I left the Tycoon 5 levels higher. I then played a final game of Ranked Reload for that emote I missed earlier, but also to land one final time at a named location. My teammates and I fought well, and together we took down the final team and won the game, finally earning that emote. Back in Battle Royale for Game 5, I needed to hire Scooby-Doo and help Shaggy by cooking him up a burger. My story quest asked me to open 5 hive stashes, but I was taken out after only 2. Game 6, I took out a defenseless surrendering player, and finished up with Scooby Snack heals, searching, and collecting items from hive stashes. Nearby, I found Fred with a broken down mystery machine, so I helped him fix it all up. The next story quest needed me at Bug Swatter Beach, but on my rotation, I happened upon some players in the field, and before I knew it, I was taken out by someone who recognized me. In Game 7, I'm wasting time and making slow progress by finishing that stage of the story quest, but dying before I could do anything else, returning to the lobby at level 97. Game 8, I was able to complete more than just one quest, collecting tainted eggs, helping Velma, and delivering the eggs over to Hope, but eventually went down. Finally is Game 9. I dropped at Viney Shafts to take out Ultimate Carver while on a grind rail. On my rotation through Gordy Gate is where I finally earned the XP to push me to level 100. To celebrate, I made my way over to the monolith and queued out of the game and into the Daft Punk experience, where I got to enjoy some time away from combat. With that, I returned to the lobby and unlock the White Ranger edit style, showing it's once again possible to unlock the final Battle Pass outfit in one day. I usually end up having to complete all of the story and weekly challenges, but this season I had several story, weekly, Fortnitemares, and even some Kickstart quests left over, and there's still 2 weeks left in the season with more quests coming next week that I plan to use to continue the grind on this account off camera. This season is a definite recommend for those trying this challenge or people who are trying to get in those last minute unlocks. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe. This has been Zeywerks, and I'll see you all next time.